We've all been there, getting rejected, feeling alone, not having anybody to talk with. We both know the feeling. We both know how it feels to be alone, to not have a girl next to you. Being a failure, you know these feelings. But you can change. If you are at a bad point, make sure that you get better, that you get to that good point. Because at the end of the day, you are what's left. You are left alone with yourself. And if you're not satisfied with who you are, you will never be satisfied. Even if you get that new car, even if you make the money, even if you get the girls, you won't be satisfied with who you are. Make sure that you become the best version of yourself. And to be honest, I wish I've heard these words when the first girl I ever dated broke up with me. September 2021 was the month where I was the most depressed because the first girl that I ever been with, my first ever girlfriend, broke up with me for absolutely no reason. For me, everything was going well, but she just sent me the message, yeah, let's break up. And my life went downhill from there. For a month, I was extremely depressed. I cried for 2 weeks straight. I was too depressed to do absolutely anything. I hated my life. I hated how I looked. I hated how I spoke. I hated how I smelled. I hated everything about my life. I was at a low point. I felt like a nobody. I felt like no girl wanted to talk with me. I felt like my dating life was over. I felt like I would get with no girls. I would die alone. And to be honest, I was right. I can stand here and say that at that point, I didn't deserve to get girls. I didn't deserve to have someone near me. My mental health was extremely trash. Of course, no girl wanted to speak with me. Of course, no girl wanted to hold eye contact, to be at the proximity of 2 meters. I didn't deserve to get girls. I didn't deserve to have somebody by my side. And you might be in the same boat as I was 2 years ago. But I have to tell you, there is hope. Because I was at that point, yes, of course. But I started doing some good habits. I started getting on self improvement. I improved my mental health. And now I'm at the point where girls are looking at me and I don't even look at them. And I have a funny story. When I was in Bulgaria with my family, I was walking with them down the street. And I was just looking at the surroundings, looking at the sky, at the trees. I was present, walking straight with my back, like my shoulders back, like looking up. I didn't really dress that nicely because to be honest, I didn't really care. But I was just walking down the street. And three group friends of girls just walked in the opposite direction. They walked towards us. Like we went past three groups of two or three girls. And as I said, I was just looking around me. I was looking at the trees. I didn't really pay that much attention to like the people. And they went past me. All those three groups went past us. And after they got a bit like far away, my mom came to me and she told me that every single one of those girls looked at me. Like she told me like they looked at me, like one girl looked at me and then like they looked at the other girl and both of them looked at me. And it wasn't like a quick glance, like looking like this and this, like just their eyes. No, it was like a full on look at me. And I wasn't paying attention to them. I didn't even look at them. I was just minding my own business, looking at the sky. My posture was great. And they looked at me. And I didn't even notice. So there is hope. I've gotten to this point, and I didn't even imagine that I will get to this point after I was in that period. Like, once I was in that period, I didn't even imagine that I could get to the point where the girls looked at me, and I didn't even care. And I will tell you the truth. You can't get girls if your mental health is terrible. It's just not possible because girls will not even look at you. You want girls, okay, but they won't want you. There was a study made that got girls to rate guys. And bro, the girls rated that 20% of men were above average. 70 to 80% of men were below average. And that doesn't even make sense because the average is at the middle. 50% of people are above average and 50% of people are below average. But those girls rated the top 20% of men, top 20 to 30% of men as above average. They didn't even look at the bottom 50% of men. Like, those men don't even register in their mind. That's how bad it is. And of course, the other 50% of men that's left, like half of them are 25%, so that's above average. 50% of those people are not even in their minds. They don't even look at them. They're not even on their radar. To have a chance with girls, you need to get above average. And in this day and age, it's extremely easy. And it all comes down to improving your mental health. If you improve your mental health, you will be able to get 10 times as many girls as you do currently get. Because imagine those girls, they don't even look at the bottom 50%. You need to get over 50% so girls even look at you. And I'm not saying this to bring you down, because to get in the top 20%, it's extremely easy. And there is competition. To get girls, there is competition. You have to agree. Because a girl will get with one man. And if a girl is taken, she will not look at other men. The best girls want the best men. But you right here also want the best girls. But for her to be able to see you, you need to be among the best men. You need to compete with other men that are also around here to be able to get the best girls that are here. It's a competition. And to get above your competition, you need to improve your mental health. Do you think that a girl will want to speak with you if you've never meditated? If, as you're talking with her, you get thoughts about, what will I do in Minecraft today? Imagine talking with a girl and thinking about your stupid little video game. Of course she will lose interest. Of course she will not want to speak with you. Do you think a girl will want to date you if you're fat, if you're ugly, if you smell bad? Of course not. It makes sense. The best girls want the best men. So you need to become one of the best men. Think who gets the most girls. Out of all of the men in this world, who gets the most girls? The top 20% of men. The top 20% gets the 80% of girls. Do you think that they have something that you don't? No. All they do is that they do the good habits. They have good mental health. You can't get girls with bad mental health. They just do something that you don't do. It's not like they have the secret pill that will get them the most girls. No, they just do something that you don't do. That's meditating, working out, gratitude journaling, and reading. The 4 basic habits of self-improvement. If you do them, you will get more girls than you will ever think. They do the good habits, you don't. They get girls, you don't. You see the difference? After you perfect your mental health, you will be able to attract girls. And I know, like, to attract girls, you need to speak with them. But I know that's the hardest thing to do. But you could have terrible mental health, and if you go and speak with a girl, you've already lost the battle. Imagine, like, you go and speak with her, and she's like she makes like this disgusted face without even opening your mouth. You could do the hard stuff and talk with her, but if you're not looking good, if you smell bad, if your clothes are not clean, if you're anxious, if you are not present, she will not want to speak with you. So for you to actually get girls, you first need to improve your mental health, you need to get better, and then go and talk with them. I know, even if it's the hardest thing to talk with them, If your mental health is terrible, you will have no success with them, even if you do the hard stuff. If you go and talk with her and you're not present, you won't be able to keep the conversation going. And she will get bored. She will want to speak with someone else. She will want to speak with the person that has been meditating, the person that looks better. So it's all a competition. So improve your mental health. And to help you, first I made a habit tracker that's in the description. It's for free, totally free on Notion. And to help you, I've made this video that goes more in depth about the 20% and will help you get more girls. Go and watch it right now. See you later. Mwah.